Hey, hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Corvus Cornix, so welcome to Yacc, yet another Crowcast where I pick a game, I play it for a week, and then I talk about it. This week's game is Sodocats for the PS5 and PS4. It was released in 2023, developed by Silesia Games, and it was associated with an animal shelter as well, but it was kind of hard to find information about this game because it doesn't even have a proper wiki page. But anyway, there will be spoilers up ahead, just so you know, but first a little backstory. So I finally got my hands on a PS5 and I was about to try some games, but the big problem was that I didn't have that much money on my PSN account. I think I had like $2 worth of money. So I found this game about Sudoku and cats for $1 and I was like, okay, I'll take the PS5 for a test run then. So when you start up the game, you have a couple of options. You can use start to play, any of the Sudoku puzzles. You have instructions, you have a gallery, which after a couple of Sudoku puzzles you unlock different cats and the facts about them. Then you have the introduction to the cats itself, and that's more like how you kind of, how do you say it, like put in a cat into the human world, how you take care of cats basically. And then you of course have options where you can change a couple of things, and then you have the credits. So I started with the 4x4 puzzles. And just like real Sudoku, you put in numbers, but in this case you put in cats in the empty spaces. You select an empty space and you press the X button to bring up a menu where you can select between 4 different cats. So further in the game you have the 6x6 tiles, and then you can choose between 6 cats, and then you have the traditional 9x9, which is, well, 9 cats. So there are different cats with different cute pictures of them. And also if you put down a cat in the wrong space, it will make an angry sound, and it's kind of cute actually. So as you play along in the game, you will unlock galleries, and in this case, after beating the first puzzle, you get the first introducing cats trivia or fact. So this little text basically tells you what a cat needs to feel comfy in a human home. So they need cat food, water, a litter box, a scratching post, a comfy bed, and a cozy hiding place. And this game doesn't shun away that they actually want you to adopt cats instead of, getting new cats, because there are a lot of stray cats out there apparently. So the next unlockable thing is in the third level of the 4x4 puzzles, when you unlock bios in the gallery section of Mr. Fifoni, or he's basically a male cat that hates feline cats, and you get these random funny facts about cats, or well, the cats in the game I mean, because each of the gallery cats represent one of the numbers or cats in the Sudoku puzzles. So you get a little background on what they are and how they like their personality and stuff, and it's kind of cute as well. So another thing I didn't realize at the get-go is, I don't want to brag, but I'm really good at Sudoku when it comes to numbers, but when I have a picture, like a cat in this case, I get really confused because, okay, now I have to put the furry little cat here and the white cat. I get kind of confused. So later in the game I realized that you can press the R1 button during gameplay and change the cats to numbers. So you can change backgrounds, so you can change layout and colors and everything. That would have been good to know at the get-go. It's just one of those things that messes up with my brain. I'm good with numbers and things and putting them in the right box, but when it comes to putting down cute little critters, I'm like, okay, now I'm confused. But it got some time to get used to, and when I learned that you can actually change the cats into numbers and back and forth and everything kind of clicked for me. This game is actually a nice relaxing experience. So at the 5x6 of the 4x4 puzzles, you will unlock the scratch post, and it's an icon that will kind of hint on where to put the numbers and cats. So at the 6th puzzle of the 4x4 category, you will unlock the BIOS for the cat Judy, the black sleeping cat, and she dislikes every kind of animal, which I thought was kind of funny. So in the 6x6 category, the 3rd level, you will unlock Lily's BIOS, and she dislikes rain and visitors. In the 6x6 4th level, you will unlock treats, and I don't really know how to use them. I think they changed the location of the cats, but I'm not quite sure. These like helpful things aren't really necessary because, I don't know, I find this game kind of easy. In the 6x6 category, level 6, you will unlock Romeo's BIOS, and he dislikes his sister. And this is one of the other things I kind of surprised me, that Romeo is actually blind, but his hatred for his sister kind of remains. Sibling rivalry, I guess. So in the 6x6 9th level, you will unlock the cat toy, and it will put 3 cats in the right places just by using that. And it also introduced the cat bias of Vidus. He just disliked children for some reason. So this game has more facts and you will unlock more than just play, but I think I'll save something for you to discover later on. So gameplay. Solve the different Sudoku puzzles 4x4, 6x6 and 9x9 while getting random cute facts about cats and their bios. Control. The D-pad moves the little cat paw around, so does the left thumbstick. X brings up the little selectable menu where you can either pick up the numbers and cats and where to place them. The square button brings up the session, options, menus and return and stuff. The circle button is back. R1 brings up the option menu where you can select between if the cats are supposed to be represented by numbers and vice versa. Also the background and colors of the Sudoku puzzle itself. Graphics. This game looks like a cute scrapbook which is full with cat pictures and Sudokus. That's how I can explain it, I guess. Sound and music. Julia Maxwell, Alina Smirnova, and Pictures of the Floating World made a soundtrack for this game. And there are 3 different artists, I believe, and they are like short jingles of either piano or like an ambient track. And it's really nice. It doesn't get that grating on the ears. And if you don't like it, you can always change it in the options menu. Easter eggs, secrets, and glitches. So this week I couldn't find any. That's how lives go sometimes, but you get all these cute random facts about cats and how to take care of them and whatnot. So I mean, that's a treasure in itself. So in conclusion, I wrote, yes, play it if you like cats and or Sudoku. So a thing that I do before I start a work day, I arrive at work, I guess, and I sit down, I have a cup of coffee, and I usually bring up some Sudoku from a newspaper or something. And this helps me wind down a bit before the storm that is the work day. On the negative end, there's this thing in normal society that people don't really have time to sit down and relax. They're basically busy and stressed out all the time. So I can't really recommend Sudoku to anyone that isn't like have the time or the patience for it, because it has like, you need to have like a certain mindset to get into it. And once you're in it, at least for me, I get into a flow and I just do one more, and then I need to do one more. And that's exactly what happened this week. I really like this game because I started like playing very early in the day and I got into the whole matching up cats and numbers, and it's kind of nice. I'm just going to do one more puzzle, and it turned into 2 and then to 3, and all of a sudden I was like, oh no, I have to go to bed now, because otherwise I'll be so cranky tomorrow when I was supposed to work. So this game really clicked all the buttons for me. I really like Sudoku and I really like cats. So if you're into those sort of things, I can highly recommend this game. So anyway, thanks for listening and or watching, and take care.